Better than my roll.
That's 4 failures. I think you block it all.
2 blocks with that 1 expertise.
Yep. You're good.
Wow.
Well done.
Wow. Yeah, you know, I brought it from home.
And then we currently have 2 points, so we will grab 2 here. It'll end on the middle, so we'll both get a momentum.
Time shortens.
And it's back over to you.
All right. And I shall activate. Dun 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 dun. We'll find out together.
Ooh,
Gus Fring.
the Gideon.
All right. So,
El Star Wars Polo Loco.
now Star Wars Polo. I'm definitely going to be calling him Gus Fring this entire time. I wish I could do a good one of his accents, but I can't. He has Smug Determination. At the start of this unit's activation, choose an allied galactic empire unit within 4. Each character in that chosen unit can make a short move. So I will choose my supports and give them a short move. Thank you, sir. I think we're going to go for the good old-fashioned flanking maneuver.
Hey, Rylan. Oh, Hinklemeyer. Hey, how are you doing? At least it isn't Hearthstone or Snap. I mean, listen. We got new stuff. It's the first day that we can reveal the new mission pack, so it's going to be a good day. All right, so this is Moff Gideon's tactical ability that lets him move a Galactic Empire unit.
Absolutely. So we just shuffled those 2 Dark Troopers over there. All right, and now...
Streaming again tonight? Yes, sir. We're going to be running all the new Spider Foes. Consider it a bonus stream, a bonus mini stream.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. So Moff Gideon has the ability to long live the Empire. For 1 force, both he and an allied Galactic Empire supporting unit can make a reposition towards an objective. Oh, sorry, choose an active objective and a supporting unit. So not him, but an objective. So basically I can get 1 run with one of my units, but they then suffer 2 damage from that. And then if they get wounded, they can actually clear it. But I think, I mean, why not, right? He's pretty uncaring about the health of his employees. And getting more people onto objectives sooner seems like a good thing to do. So I will pay a force. And long live the Empire. And so reposition is a full move, correct?
It is a full move.
Okay.
I'll even give you that tool.
That's so kind of you.
Look at that.
And it's only 1 unit in the supporting units. I'm going to choose this objective in here.
But I just abandoned that one.
I know, that's, you know, almost like why I chose to go after it. Almost, not actually though.
All right.
All right. Now it's my actual action.
You two seem dehydrated. Oh, and that's a hydrate redemption. Thank you, Rylan. I was a bit parched.
Well, I think I said at the beginning I'm mostly interested in murdering teddy bears, and I believe that remains to be true. So I shall advance to where I can murder teddy bears.
Well, there is definitely a teddy bear there to murder.
And so range 2 is melee range, correct?
Yes.
So we are within melee range. And I am in my, I can switch this once per turn, right? For activation?
Yep.
Okay. Wow. There are a lot of options
Oh,
on
wow.
that.
Yep.
This one has 7 dice on melee. This one has 6 dice on melee. This one has 7 on shooting, 6 on shooting. Well, by the power of numbers, I'm going to choose this side, burn them out. Which makes sense because they're made of like stuffed fluff.
Correct.
So you just light them on fire and they're good to go.
It smells great, too. Because these Ewok trappers are now within range 4 of low grade, they're going to add a dice to their defense roll.
Don't like it. What if you didn't?
A great question. I think it's still, they like it though. So
Yeah.
kind of like it neutralizes each other out. Ooh, that's a lot of expertise.
That is one fancy roll. That is, well, very expertise. All right. I managed to miss pretty badly, but I have 1 crit and 3 hits.
All right, so my expertise will turn that into 2 blocks. So we'll block 2 of those, and it looks like you can go 2 down the track.
Well, I'll take it. 2 down the track for Moff Gideon in his burn them out form. I can do, it's going to be either 3 or 2 damage, and I'm going to be pushing you regardless. So it's either 3 and a push, or it's 2 and a push and a strain. I have not injured this unit, correct? I've only
Correct.
injured. So let's go for the strain. So we're going to go for 2 damage, a push, and a strain.
2 damage, a push, and a strain. These bears be strained.
The fabric is starting to rip.
Yeah.
Like some of the actual like polyfill in the suit it's kind of coming out the side.
Yeah. Bring it back to build a bear and get it restuffed.
Absolutely.
Did you want to?
Yes, I push them. How does that work? I know everything.
Gotcha. So you do size 1. So it's the short
Okay.
end of any stick, and you do have the option of follow up if you'd like as well.
And I can push them only directly away, or is there?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of like you take the long movement tool
Got it.
or the advanced tool. Yeah. And you bend it, and you point it at where you're pushing from. So you can kind of push them.
See,
anyway
it gives
like
you
that.
it gives you a wedge. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. Well, I think
Hey, thank you for the follow.
putting you over here, closer to my yet to be activated Dark Troopers, seems like a good choice.
And potentially outside of range 4 of low grade too. Probably not a bad call.
And I think, however, I'm not feeling particularly bullish on jumping in there. So you can take your token with you and have a nice day.
All right, and then looks like you'll be scoring 2 again on the momentum tracker.
High scoring game.
And we will go with the man, the myth, the legend, Lando and Bar2D2.
Bar 2D2.
So what do they have? They have Mingle. Each character in this unit may dash if there are
Excellent.
no enemy characters within range 3. Each character in this unit may advance instead. That's actually real dope. And then Element of Surprise. When making a combat action before dice roll, it may use this ability. Characters in this unit add 2 dice to each attack roll as part of this combat action. After the
Sassy.
attack is resolved, if the attack roll contained 2 or more failures, this unit gets exposed.
Well, sometimes you gotta go big, and sometimes that works out for you, and sometimes it works out for me. But the most important thing is that it works out.
Well, this unit's order card is in the order deck or in reserve. Characters in this unit cannot be targeted with ranged attacks. Well, we're in disguise. That makes sense.
It's a good thing I hadn't already shot them, because there's nothing worse than finding out a protective rule after you've already
Correct.
failed
Very
to
much
use
so.
it. Yeah.
So
Which is
yeah,
usually what happens to me.
we'll make an advance here with Bar2D2. He will use the ingress point to get up here. And then we will have...
That droid can climb stairs.
It can, I mean, alone or in pairs. And we will...
That's some prequel R2D2 action.
It really is.
Because original series R2D2 would literally spend the entire 10 minutes of the fight scene bumping up against the staircase, failing to do anything.
And then I'm going to take a hunker action.
Ooh.
So they will shove themselves short and also get hunker. That'll claim this point for the blue, and that'll be them. We'll end up gaining 3,
Rude.
2, 3, and we'll switch it back over to you.
Get that card out of here. It's going to be, the Dark Troopers. So literally my deck is stacked, all one side of the table, then the other. I definitely shuffled them.
It seems like it.
Yeah, I did though. I definitely shuffled them. But if the next card is the Shatterpoint, that would be pretty funny. 'cause
would
then
be.
Yeah, it would be very...
Not for me, because that'd be a lot of Dark Trooper shots.
That's true. All right, Dark Troopers. What do? Well, Dark Troopers do some cool stuff. They have jump boots, so they can fly. That's fun. And that is, I believe, if you take this action, does that replace your movement, or is that an additional movement?
It's an additional
So I could move and jump boot, which we all know that's going to happen.
Hey, Cord.
And I cannot be pushed or pulled by abilities, and I am immune to being pinned. So that's
Oh.
fun.
Yeah, actually.
You can't stop me. Nope, you still can't stop me. All right, I'll take this advance. And I think we are going to just go. So actually, I can do my shot first and then my move, correct?
Sure can.
Yeah, so I think we're going to go with that option.
The one Dark Trooper is engaged with those
Yes.
Ewoks, so
But this one's not.
he'll be punch
And
shooting.
if I shoot them first and then they become wounded, then they are no longer engaging me, correct?
That's accurate, yeah.
Woo! Look at me. It's like I played this game a time or two. Literally a time or two. Okay, so I'm going to start by taking the shot with the one that is not engaged at those teddy bears. If I manage to succeed in freeing the other one, I will shoot with him. Otherwise, then I guess I have to. Do I have to declare the actions for both of them before resolving them? Or can
One
you...
at a time. So,
Okay,
yeah,
so,
you
yeah,
can
so we're going to
say,
start with
I'm
the one
making a
shot.
combat action, so they're both going to attack, but
Yep. All right, well then with my Dark Trooper Blaster, I get 6 dice.
let's see if these boys are still within range 4 of the Shaman. They are not. Or just right outside it. So that was a very good tactical push.
Totally.
Oh, and these boys roll 4.
It's all right, you're going to roll 4 really good rolls.
Oof.
Wow, I'm very expertised.
I mean, it's like they were built for it.
Yeah. All right, well, my 3 expertise are going to convert on the Dark Trooper Blaster into a crit and a regular hit.
Okay. My expertise just converts into 1 more block.
1 more block. These are 2 misses. Your 2 blocks remove 2 of my hits, meaning I get to go 3 down the tree. Mm-hmm. All right, and 3 down the tree for the Dark Trooper is going to be, I'm going to take the option that gives me maximum damage. This is I get to have a little jump action.
You get a
right?
jump afterwards
That's
too,
pretty
yeah.
fun. That's a pin, and that's a push. And I could push you possibly away from my guy. So we'll take the push option. So I'm going to do a total of 4 damage, a pin, and a push.
Okay, 4 damage. So that leaves him on 1.
Ooh, sadly not enough. All right, so I could, am I doing this correct? Mm-hmm. I can go to there effectively. Mm-hmm. So we're going to push you over like so. And look at that, you are no longer.
Well, shucks.
How about that? How about that? Catch me outside, teddy bears.
That is actually normally where you find them.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. All right, and then this is the other Dark Trooper.
All right, well, we are now within range 4 of low grade, so we will roll 5 for this, and that's a lot of failures
It's
again.
not what you're looking for. All right, I have 1 failure myself. You have 2 blocks. My 1 failure goes away. My 2 expertise are going to convert into just 2 hits with my Dark Trooper Blaster, bringing me to a total of 5, but you then take 2 away, so 3 more down the tree.
Oh, just 1. My 2 expertise just convert to 1 block.
Oh, okay. So, well, regardless, I only need to do 1 damage to you.
Correct.
So
But you can always stack up a whole bunch of effects and stuff on them too, because
Yeah.
once you come back from wounded, you only remove
So I get to go
one
down the tree
special
4
condition.
times instead.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So 4 times down the tree, I'm actually going to choose to take this path that gives me the free jump action. That seems fun and fancy. So we're going to do just the 1 damage and a push. We're going to do a pin. We're going to do a jump. And then we're going to do
A disarm.
a disarm. All the statuses.
Okay, so that was as far as special conditions, that was a pin and a disarm.
A pin and a disarm. And I'm going to push you.
They have so many conditions on them now.
Oh, they are going to make impact with the momentum tracker. So that actually helped you out because now you have 3 more blocks on the momentum tracker right there in the form of Ewok blocks.
All right, so we'll put those special conditions down there as well. Boop, boop.
So I believe this is the fancy jump tool.
That is, yeah. So it's they call it the shove tool. So what you can do is, because a jump is a dash,
Okay.
but you can get that tool like kind of in different areas when you're shoving things around terrain and other
I see.
units and stuff.
So even though it has this, I see. That's not the jump icon. I'm crazy. I can read iconography.
Right?
100%. So if I end the jump, does that allow me to climb, or is it only?
It does. Yep. So it's after dashes, advances, jumps, and I think places.
Well, that's just sassy. So we will jump to here.
Something feels off. Tim isn't playing WoW. The audacity. He's going to stop in like 20 minutes to go do crafting. Play WoW? I thought Tim was supposed to be playing Star Wars Unlimited with me right now. Heather!
Well, Heather is racking up the points, I do believe.
I mean, she very much is.
All right, so that then completes my first action.
Yep.
And now we will take a normal advance. I'm going to use to just pop down here onto this objective. Actually, I can claim it from up here, can't I?
You can. Yep. So unless I get someone at the same level as it,
Right.
then they'll take it 1-to-1. But outside that, yes.
So for the time being, it actually makes sense to stay where I am with that one. So I'm going to use this Dark Trooper to come around to here. Now, I can still use abilities even though I'm engaged, correct?
Yep.
All right, so I will waste another force to jump because that's going to allow me to get this Dark Trooper
Oh, dumb.
into engagement here. So that way I don't take it away from you, but now I got a little bit of extra help
Yeah.
when the time comes.
All right, great
All right,
activation.
that was some shenanigans.
So next up, we have Wicket. And he has a tactical ability for lead the charge. At the start of this unit's activation, choose an enemy character in line of sight and an allied Ewok supporting unit within range 3. Each character in this unit and each character in the chosen allied unit may dash towards the chosen enemy character. So I do not have an Ewok supporting unit within 3 of him.
It's basically swarming.
Yes. But we will, however, take that move for him. Oh, and then what else does he have? Hunting Horn is a force ability that does take an action. Each enemy unit that within 3 that is not engaged gains pin. Each enemy unit within range 3
Ooh, that's
that
rude.
is engaged, gains.
That's a very good area debuff,
That is actually.
especially considering that I have nicely clumped up all of my soldiers for you.
You really have. So I think we go ahead and do that, and we'll take our first action to move. Also onto the movement tracker here.
Ooh, this is the battle of the movement tracker. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't score at the end of my last activation.
Oh, you didn't, and you got 3, I believe, right?
I
1,
got
2.
2.
Oh, because you flipped this one though.
Oh, I did. Look at that. I
So
can
you did
count.
get 3. Let's see if Gideon is going to be within range. I can't tell from my purview.
I believe it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Dope. All right, so we'll use that ability, and that is going to have both Gideon and that one Dark Trooper become exposed. So they will not be applying their expertise.
Well, my expertise has been hard carrying me, so.
All right, well, that's an action to do that. Maybe I don't do that.
No, you already did it.
Ah, shucks. Well, and we spent the force, so that's Wicket then.
No, it's okay. You can take it back.
I mean, what are the odds they've both already gone.
I think we should ask the chat if they want you to take it back.
Ooh.
And I think we all know the answer there.
All right, should I take that back and attack, or should I not take that back? I can activate Toxic Tim about 10 times. I have so many points. And there's another Hydrate. Thank you, Cord. All right, I think...
Toxic Tim is my trap card.
Is it?
Yeah.
It regularly ruins my day when they do it. So
I don't even know what it is. It just sounds good.
so it means I do something toxic or something that would not be...
We want whatever is
pleasant to
worse
have
for
someone
Tim.
in the game. So normally when they redeem that is when I'm playing something like the Cycle and I've met someone and we're like trying to do something together and they'll redeem Toxic Tim and I have to shoot him in the back of the head.
Got it.
Something along those lines. We want whatever is worse for Tim. That is...
Guys, I mean, as predicted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll leave that exposed as it is and we'll shoot back over to you.
Ooh. Score your points.
Oh yeah, I should do that.
I'm sorry. Score your point.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you
got
get
two.
to. You get to.
So that will actually move it back to the center
Ooh.
and we'll both gain some momentum.
I see, but now you can't get one because there's bears on it.
Well, that's your side. If you don't want it,
Oh, that's true. I can't get one because there's
that
bears.
would be toxic.
Is that my side? Because you've been pulling it. Oh, whatever. You're handling it. I'm just here along for the ride.
Yeah.
All right, Grief Karga.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. All righty. So, what is this man all about aside from being a handsome MF?
Poor Grief Karga. Didn't Carl Weathers die?
He did.
That's a shame.
Well, it does happen to all of us, Tim.
Yeah. Not me.
Good times on the channel.
By the way, were gifts given Friday last and was fun by all except for Dan, who had to ensure JB's silliness. This Friday. This Friday is the next recording of Gapapa, so that's when that box will be unfurled. And that tube.
That tube?
We got a tube to the P.O. box, and we got a big package with gifts for everybody.
That's exciting.
Right? It could be anything, even a boat. You know how much we've always wanted one of those.
Like a full-size boat, a human boat?
I mean, very potentially.
Or an Ewok boat. I need those two movement rulers, please.
Well, whatever. There you be.
Whatever. He's got a bunch of stuff, but my brain doesn't really like any of it, so he's just going to move and shoot. So I've already scored this one, so that objectives are sticky in this game, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, so Grief Karga is going to advance. That's an acceptable placement, yes? Mm-hmm. Okay. And I guess Lando's just standing right there. So it's going to be the Handsome Gentleman's Shootout Club. Pew, pew, pew.
All right. Well, this unit's order card is in the order deck or in reserve. So it's not. So it is out. So he can be shot with guns.
Oh, I see. That's right. So Lando can be sneaky until then.
Because he's in disguise at the party.
Oh.
That's why he can mingle.
Ooh. Well, right now he's just mingling with my blaster.
That is true. So it looks like we have 5 on the defense here.
Ooh, but my blaster is actually only range 4, so I need to confirm.
I think
You are within range 4, but it's I just got to be honest here.
Right?
Get a better gun. Jeez.
All right, there's 2 blocks and an expertise. Looks like that'll end up converting to another block.
Okay, and my 1 expertise is going to convert into, a disarm. That's pretty fun. That's a cool little trick shot.
Yeah.
So you get disarmed.
Nuts.
But then you soak 3 of my hits, so I only get to have 1 go through.
So he takes just 1 of damage?
It's going to be 1 damage and a pin.
Okay.
So you have a net total of 1 damage, 1 pin, and a disarm.
And a disarm.
That's pretty fun and stylish. Like shot the
Yeah.
pistol out of your hand.
And
Or should I say, shot the martini out of your hand?
Yeah,
'cause you're
probably, yeah.
'cause he's got one of those like fancy gadget pistols that looks like a martini glass,
Mm-hmm.
and then it converts into a blaster at the last second.
and it threw him off so much, he like stumbled a little bit,
Yeah.
popped his knee, so now
Ouch.
he's limping.
That's what happens. All right, that was my 2 activations.
Okay, big bucks, coconuts, it's Luke.
Ooh, wait, Luke's here?
Luke is here.
Oh no!
So his tactical ability is Return of the Jedi.
I thought this entire game was just like teddy bears and robots, and I was like, this is gonna be easy peasy.
Return of the Jedi, at the start of this unit's activation, 1 character in this unit may jump, then refresh a force. So 1 character in this unit is definitely going to jump.
Ooh, and refresh a force. That's fun.
So we'll actually get over here with him so he can ingress, because he's within 1 of there. So he'll get up to here. We'll even make sure he's actually at the full 1 away.
Ooh, cheesy. As our friend Alex would say, sweaty.
I am sweaty. It is warm today. Then what else? He has a ton of stuff here.
Yeah, you have to get to reading.
Ugh, I don't want to read anything.
I was noticing how Wicket has fewer than average active abilities.
Yeah.
But Luke has more than average, so it actually averages out.
Man, I really should have read a lot of this stuff ahead of time. Well, this unit's order card is in the order deck or in reserve. It has immunity to exposed. While it's not in the order deck, it has immunity to pin.
Wow, well, good to know. I haven't done anything to Luke, but now I know I won't pin him.
Right? You can either profit by this or be destroyed. This costs a force. Choose an active objective within range 2. Each enemy character contesting that objective may dash. Then 1 character in this unit may dash towards that objective, and it may make a 5 dice attack.
Ooh, it's kind of fun.
It is. And how far is that away again? Within 2? We don't have an active within 2. So why don't we take our first action to move?
Me lord.
And we will get
Within 2.
within 2.
Ooh, foreshadowing, foreshadowing, foreshadowing.
Do we ingress? I don't think there's room up there for us to ingress.
Take that.
Hmm.
Because I believe in this game you can't hang over the edges at all. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah, so I can't attack them
in,
either.
in one of my learning games, I had a friend who was, I don't want to say super sweaty, but my model was hanging over by literally like a quarter centimeter.
Yep.
And that was apparently unacceptable. I lost that game. I wonder why.
So, unless we get up there, we're not going to be able to attack them because you can't attack from different elevation. So we will stay.
Can you shoot me though?
I do not have a ranged attack on him. He's
sucks
not good
to
enough
suck,
to
Luke.
throw his lightsaber, so
Wow.
he'll just hang out
This
there.
is Jedi Knight. I mean, Padawan Luke. Okay, maybe, but Jedi Knight Luke can't throw a lightsaber. Is that like against the Jedi code? Like,
I mean,
like don't throw lightsabers.
It's one of the playground rules. I'm pretty certain.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hunker with our second action to get still within 2, but outside of range 2 of that Death Trooper. So we will get the point and a hunker token.
See, I thought it was a Jedi Knight, but it is actually just teddy bears, droids, and chickens.
It's Jedi Dusk almost,
It's just
like, versus
it's just
Night.
chickens out here. All right.
So we will flip this point back because we're on the same elevation level.
All right, enjoy it while you can.
I intend to. And then we will score 3.
It's a tight game.
Yep.
All right, that's my activation. Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Survey says, "Ooh, it's
Ooh.
Baby Yoda." I know that he has a name, but the entire world agrees it's Baby Yoda.
They decided that early too, and they committed to the bit. I
Absolutely,
appreciate it.
absolutely.
Are those Death Troopers the ones you painted, in quotes? Yes, they are the ones I painted, and then Lindsay fixed.
I don't think the fixed is in quotes.
The fixed is not in quotes?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have a tactical ability, which is unique for a
Grief's
primary.
Grief's the one who's carrying. Actually, no, Grief doesn't. Actually, only IG 88. Oh, I'm sorry, 11. 88.
You put 8 of them together and it equals 88.
Oh, there you go. That's true. I would play with 8 IGs.
Right?
Oh, geez.
Oh, geez.
Oh, geez. All right. So, I read all these cards. Like more than you, I did a little bit of prep and read all these cards right before we played. But then, of course, what happened is that after I read each card, I read the next card, and that erased all the previous cards' information. So that's how that goes.
You only get to learn, like, 7 new things a day or something like that. And each one of those cards has at least 4 abilities on them. So
That's true. It's only 7 a day. That's rough.
right?
Oh, okay. That's kind of fun. Mando likes getting, as they say in the UK, Mando likes getting stuck in.
Yes.
Mando has an ability where if there are multiple people that he's engaged with, as long as they are not wounded, he can spend a force to then, when attacking, add more dice because he's inventive.
Yo.
Because he's like, I'm assuming, grabbing your arm and punching somebody else with your arm. That's kind of fun.
Everyone loves hitting dudes with their own dudes.
Absolutely. However, it doesn't really do much in this particular case, so we're gonna, just walk.
Well, and he does a lot of that.
That's true. Like that
It
is
fits the narrative.
a good solid percentage of the TV show. All right, I'm going to walk to here, and I guess I might as well take the shot. Why
He's got
not?
range 5?
I don't know. Let's find out. Mandalorian
Oh, he does.
is range 5.
Yep, that'll do.
Choo, choo, choo. All right, and so again, I can choose which side I'm going to be on here. And we are going to go with Bring You In Cold.
All right, so I did forget my hunker last time. We are going to remember it this time, though. So I have an extra die. So as you know, that means I rolled an extra failure.
Ooh,
So we're showing 2, and then with the expertise, it'll probably turn into 3, outside any Mando shenanigans you have.
Mando-nanigans. All right, I managed to roll 2 misses here. And nothing fancy, just 4 and a crit. So this converts?
Yep.
Okay.
So we'll take
your
3
3
off.
takes 3 off, meaning I have just 2 going through.
Alrighty.
2 on Bring You In Cold is going to be 2 damage, and 3 damage and a push. So 3 and a push.
Alrighty. That brings them up to 4 taken.
And I can choose to follow up, and I think because
We're both losers, baby, we're losers. It's okay.
I love that sound. All right.
and that's gonna be it.
All right.
Nothing fancy.
We're gonna go over to either.
Shatterpoint.
Oh yeah, there's got to be a Shatterpoint card, huh?
We both have to have Shatterpoints. That's
right.
not a Shatterpoint card.
It's Debouche. At the start of this unit's activation, one character in this unit or another allied spy character may reposition. So we're going to absolutely have her do the reposition. And she can shoot, probably. She got guns. Yeah. So let's get her kind of into the thick of it, I think. So we'll reposition to this ingress point and get up on the thing. Then she
That
has
is the technical term, the thing.
low blow. Choose a character in this unit and an enemy character that it is engaged with. Push the chosen enemy character 2 away. Then push the chosen allied character 2. After all moves are resolved, this unit may make a focus action. Okay, that's dope. Then fearless and inventive. When this character in this unit makes a melee attack as part of a combat action, before dice are rolled, this unit may use this ability. Add 2 dice to the attack roll for each enemy character other than the target that is not wounded or engaged. So she also likes to be in the thick of it.
And it is actually, that is the name of the Mando's ability too. So they both are fearless and
All
inventive.
right.
Combo.
And then I want 50,000, no less. When a character in this unit wounds an enemy primary unit, gain an additional momentum token unless that unit's controlling player spends a force. So we also had forward planning for Lando and R2. So she started within 4 of R2D2. When an allied primary unit within 4 or an allied secondary unit within 4 starts its activation, this unit may use this ability. The activating unit may remove 1 condition from itself. We don't have any conditions to remove, I don't believe. Oh, we do. Let's remove that disarm. Dope. All right.
That's fancy. So even though she wasn't near them, she was able to do that?
Well, she started within 4 of them.
Oh, I see. That was before you moved. I see.
All right, so we're
Going back in time and using abilities.
So the tactical ability always happens first, and then you do any triggering
I understand,
abilities
but
that would happen
you
off
started
that.
moving, so.
So we will move. We're going to spend that force. It's 2
Ooh, fancy.
to place you 2 away,
Rude.
and then we can place ourselves within 2.
Ooh, hello.
And we'll go ahead. We get a focus action off that, and we'll make a strike.
That's a whole lot of combos.
It's pretty dope. It's like running droids almost. All right, so this would be a melee attack, 7 dice with the focus.
That's my Dark Trooper there.
All right, so we got a crit, 3 hits, 2 expertise. Those expertise are going to turn into just a flat damage.
So 2 expertise becomes 1 flat damage.
And another hit.
And so a hit and then an auto damage.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. My 2 expertise are going to convert. These are combat droids, and 2 expertise become 2 blocks and downgrade a crit to a regular.
Yo, that's great expertise
good.
For a supporting unit. Wow.
Yeah, Dark Troopers. All right, so then 3 of these soak 3 of these. You have the 1 auto damage and 2 down the tree.
All right, so you're immune to pin, which is my first thing.
Ha!
So let's go with I can either shove you once and do 2 damage, or disarm you and do 1 damage. Let's go for the shove and 3 damage total.
Okay, 3 damage.
And we will shove you effectively. We can't push you all the way off. Well, maybe we can.
So I was told that when you reach an edge, you stop on the edge of a push. Is that
Unless
correct?
the base fully fits off of it.
Unless
so
the base
like
fully fits off.
So like if I could push you to like here, you would just go to the edge. But if I can get you clean off,
Okay, good
but
to know.
I can't get you clean off in that direction, so we're just going to push you to that back wall, because then you will stop.
Okay.
And I guess I should score points. Did you score points on your turn? I don't think so.
Probably not.
So you would have had 2,
I would have had 2 back, yep.
and then I'll grab 1, 2, 3.
You're edging it. All right. My activation?
Yes. You should, however, have gained and additional momentum